Alex Stead. I'm a 20-year-old photographer from London. My Instagram handle is Nikon_photography_.
My name's Henry Nathan. I'm 20 years old and I own the page Canon_photos and also have my personal account Henry.Nathan.
I started photography when I was about 13 at school. We both studied together.
We both went to school with each other up to 18
years old, and that's where we kind of studied. So we both studied photography together, and Henry also studied videography. So
I studied video and photography, and that's how we kind of met and also started our Instagram accounts.
I mean, like, we had no repetition with the brand. We didn't want to promote the brand in any way. It's just like
all it was you were shooting on Nikon, I was shooting on Canon, and she started the page Photography. And I thought it was a good idea, and also as a bit of fun I did decide the Canon one, but now obviously they've grown massively and we take it very seriously.
We've travelled quite a lot in the last year and worked more and more together, and I think it really helps us learn off each other, but also being able to approach a brand with two photographers that we can do video and also have these incredible followings that I think that really helps us out.
I think, and also it's quite funny having the Canon and Nikon connection, so it's quite controversial, and I think people like that, and that's made that kind
of makes us stand out a bit when we send our channels and stuff. They're like, what? They hang out
each other.
We had no intention of promoting the brands or anything. It's just it was a load of fun, and it is still a lot of fun, and we're not trying to push camera equipment on people. We're just trying to
get the best photography out there,
trying to inspire people and try kind of share a community in both of our pages. I mostly shoot travel photography. I love kind of always moving. I always hate being so still. So
definitely adventure kind of photography in nature.
So myself and Henry have made a 12-part series for Adorama's YouTube channel. It's called Alex and Henry on the Road, and it's all about us traveling through California, Oregon, and Washington, and a quick stop in Vancouver. We've been on the road for about a month. And
so just over a month.
So we flew to LA and we drove all the way up the coast to Vancouver for a quick stop, and all the way back down to LA, kind of via Death Valley, Yosemite, Bend in Oregon. I think they looked at the car after, and we drove over 9,000, nearly 9,000 kilometers on the car.
It was crazy. It was a lot of driving, and it was very full on, but I mean, it was so much fun.
So I usually carry a small low pro backpack with a 58mm, 70-200 and a 16-35 and a D810. So that kind of gives me a range when I'm out hiking or whatever, or traveling. I can always change over and adapt.
I've been shooting mainly for the last year and just a couple of years actually on a Canon 5D Mark II and just a 24-105mm lens. I mean, it gives you a great range, and it's something that you can be using in every condition, and I don't feel as though I've needed anything else. But now in the last trip I've actually on the road, I've been using the Canon 5D Mark III, which is a step up. So on the road we had a lot of equipment actually. So we were shooting with two Sony A7Ss, we had two Phantom 4s, we had then all the Canon gear, the Nikon gear. I mean, we had a lot of gear, and also the glide cam to film, so we used the glide cam a lot to get all the smooth shots. But yeah, it was a lot of equipment to deal with.
Today we're in New York City and we're doing a photo walk. So we've got about 140 people registered. We're going to go from Chelsea Park, we're going to go across the High Line and back down to Adorama Studios, where we're going to show the trailer and first episode.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
I think meeting new people is kind of the most important thing. If you don't meet anyone from the country, I don't think you kind of experience it properly if you don't know anyone.
Yeah, I mean, we went to Dubai early in the year, and we met with a person called Pixelville on Instagram, and she showed us around all the rooftops, the best locations, and that was just amazing. You kind of felt like you were part of the city and lived there, rather than just visiting as a tourist. But yeah, it was amazing.
I think my favorite photo of last year was one in Canada I took of they had the trees and the mist rolling over the hills, and it had a kayak perfectly in the center. But I looked this year, and I think it was my one in the Faroe Islands. I got up at 4 in the morning at the Faroe Islands, drove to this amazing location, I can't quite remember the name, and that had the perfect reflection on this kind of lagoon, no one's there. And the light is so nice and soft on the hills in the background. So I think definitely that one's my favorite.
I think my favorite photo is probably from this past trip actually. It's the one with the dog and the man in the hat. It just kind of looks like a scene out of Indiana Jones or something, and I just put the lighting is perfect, so that's probably my favorite photo. Main advice for people now, I think, is shoot as much as possible. If you shoot every day, you edit every day, you're going to learn better, and also take inspiration and advice from other people, and take criticism as well, because that's the only way you're going to get better.
as a photographer, like telling myself something like a year ago, I would definitely say be more open to meeting people, like go shoot with more photographers. I was quite like nervous to meet like, you know, strangers and like photographers and stuff, but now it's like so normal, and I wish I did it more back then, and I've learned so much from other people that definitely. I wish I did it more.
This is the first kind of thing we've done like this, so it'll be really interesting to see the reaction we get. I mean, the whole trip we were learning on the way, so it was the first kind of vlogging experience and being really in the videos and in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be really interesting to see what people think.
I hope they like it.